It's Terry from Rankin Studios in Alabama. I'm here with a journal share. This is who I call Portabella. She has all these beautiful danglies and lots of boho trims on the outside. She's a 10 by 6 journal with a 2-inch spine. And she has this beautiful velvet fabric at the top, and this is a cotton embroidered fabric with lace. And the closure is sari trim that was dyed to match the cover. And we open her up. Don't know how well you can see. If I zoom too much, I'll lose you. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Sorry about the glare on that picture. This is a pocket with a letter from the bookmaker. These signature pages, the first ones, have sari trim just as decorative. There's no tucks in them. On this trim, it wasn't showing up to my satisfaction, so I added the white lace behind it, which makes it a little more prominent. This is a mushroom tuck spot. These are, well, this is one of the 3 bookmark / journaling cards that I made from a paint chip. I took the stamps and I glued them onto a piece of hard cardstock and then glued them to the back and then covered it with coffee dyed paper. This one happens to say, just out of fun, it says National Trust for Historic Preservation, and it has George Washington on it. And I thought, wow, that's kind of a meant to be. We have some washi. She's kind of fat. It's hard to show. This is some vintage botanical paper. This is some vintage antique price guide. And we have a mushroom charm. And of course the green tabs. This is a nice tuck spot. This image is from Paper and Crayons on Etsy. And they're based from her watercolor series. They're beautiful. These scrap reliefs throughout the journal are from Pacific Sunset in Etsy. And this is just some beautiful washi tape I have. The trims in here are from Boho Daydreams, and some are from India, but most are from Boho Daydreams. And she gets her stuff straight from India's vintage saris. She finds them everywhere, not just in India. This is another paint chip. More washi and some stamping. This is a William Morris postcard, and I have a series of his. And of course, Edith Holden. Everybody loves Edith Holden. We have a little butterfly tag. And I believe that's from Art Vintage. Yes. Here's a little tag I made, and this is made from a 1929 French dictionary, and the shorthand book is 1962. And then there's another vintage dictionary page. Love the color combinations in that. Another piece of sari trim. Now, this is from one of the saris I own. lovely mushroom images. I've been wanting to do a book with forest animals and mushrooms. Another scrap relief from Pacific Sunset, and this is another image from Paper and Crayon. Little fox. We know a fox in our business, don't we, Miss Tracy? Another mushroom. Another image from Paper and Crayon. Little squirrel for Wendy Beckett. Little mushrooms, it's hand stamped. And got these tucked in with a little Tim Holtz paper clip. Second signature. This came from a die cut set that I bought, and I think it was from Casey and Company. Another tag. More washi. This is a double pocket with embossed tag. And another one with the vintage and antique pieces. This is from a antique numerology book. It's the best way I can say it. Another squirrel. Hey, Wendy. More washi. Tuck spot behind this little mushroom and a flip. And this is a mixture from a Sorry I Have and from some trim from Sheila. Boho Daydreams. Another ticket, or tag, a journaling tag. Another one of these creations from a paint chip. I don't know if you can see that real well. These are fun to make. And I have tons of paint chips. I like the way I do my tags. I fold them back, and that way I have a tuck spot this way and one that way. And this is a gorgeous piece I got from Sheila at Boho Daydreams. I mean, it's beautiful. More from Paper and Crayons, her fall leaves. I'm seriously thinking about keeping this book, but I may decide to list it in my Etsy shop, Rankin Studios. This is some fabric I found that had some ferns embroidered on it, but it was hard to get a small fern on it because they were so large printed, or large embroidered pieces. Another homemade tag. This paper's from a photo album, and it dyed up real good and crisp in the oven. This is a William Morris paper. Another one of the fox. And this is a vintage postcard that's got a notice, important information. Same kind of thing that we got in the mail. Something about layaway, your budget on your layaway. We have a purple mushroom. More mushrooms. More of the vintage Sorry from my piece. More mushrooms, mushroom washi. Beautiful piece from Boho Daydreams. A was hoarding them all, and I thought, well, I need to put them in something. I want to use them. Here's a cheap tiny envelope with some drawing paper inside. Oh, the envelope was gifted to me, and I don't remember who sent it. Sorry. No pun intended. Here's a flip up, and it's a tag or a journaling spot. Black mushroom. This one I took a skeleton leaf and adhered it with matte gel, and put some of that old edges of that old dictionary, the antique one, on this to look like old masking tape, and then a scrapper leaf. I really enjoyed making this tag. This is just a little booklet. The Earth Has Music for Those Who Listen. This is printed on heavy cardstock, so it's easy to journal on. This book has 3 signatures. Some of the images came from the old design shop, the Woodland set. Any of the animals from that. And here's a little booklet I made. I embossed the front and back, and then I added some papers. Another beautiful tag with the shorthand paper. It just looks like Arabic to me, but it's shorthand. I love different languages. I especially love to see them in print. This is really unique music paper. It's really tightly written, I guess. It is vintage. And it's like Mozart. I don't remember. It's a sonata. I think it's Italian or Spanish. Another William Morris card. And this is a copy of one of the transfer prints I did on leaves. I inked the back of them, and then I pressed them down on paper. And I got this cool image and coffee stained it. And the last tag. And this was very difficult to do. It's glued on, but this is one huge washi tape roll. And I also was able to cut the tree out of it, so it's a big, big roll. And there we go. You know, I don't see the woodland animals in here. I may have put it in another book, because there was plenty in this one. Chunking it up, there's over 188 pages, and it is hardcover. Let's see, what else? You can see there's sequins, beads, silk, cotton, velvet. There's all kinds of boho trims. It's really, really hard journal to make, a difficult journal to make, but it was a lot of fun. A lot of time went into this. because I was planning on keeping it. So I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. And the one thing I want to say about the boho fabrics is you don't have to make a gypsy journal out of it. You can make botanical. You can do whatever you want with it. You could do Paula Forder. She makes beautiful Indian books out of it with beautiful images from India. There's all kinds of things you can do with this sari trim. You can mix and match it. I mean, the uses are endless. So please check out Boho Daydreams and check me out on Rankin Studios. That is RANKIN Studios on Etsy, and RANKIN space Studios on Facebook. Thank you.